things don't always go as planned, and with a late embarkation and a major show cancellation, this cruise was off to a rough start. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. So we are now on the Oasis of the Seas. This is a 7-day Bahamas itinerary that left from Cape Liberty, New Jersey, going to Coco Cay, going to Nassau, and going to Port Canaveral as well. Now, just something to mention is this is the very first cruise that is leaving out of Cape Liberty for the Oasis of the Seas in 2022. The ship just came back from Florida, which may have accounted to a couple of the things that have happened on this cruise ship. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you our first impressions of the Oasis of the Seas. We're on the ship now for 2 days so far. I'm also going to share with you what the protocols are like for getting on and in terms of the safety and health protocols cruising with Royal Caribbean right now. And I'm going to share with you, well, something in particular that really, I think is very disappointing, even surprising, but I really would like to know what you think. Now before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give the video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Okay, first up, embarkation. So we embarked at Cape Liberty and there was a boarding delay. Now we knew about this in advance by about a day and a half before. Royal Caribbean did send us an email to arrive at the cruise port 1 hour late. So that is why it really is important to make sure that you do give your email to the cruise line, and as well that you check them right before so that you don't end up showing up too early. When we did arrive, there were crowds of people outside of the cruise port because perhaps people did show up too early. Not everybody could get in, and even once we did get in, it was a super fast check-in. The staff was amazing. It was great. The only thing was we did unfortunately have to wait an additional probably 2 hours to board sometime after 1 p.m. Our first impressions of the cruise ship, Oasis of the Seas, is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, gleaming cruise ship. You have to see the top decks. If you've never been on an Oasis class ship before, even if you prefer smaller ships, do it at least once. It really just is something else. I'll have a full review in a later video, but just that was our first impressions. The ship is immaculately clean. Our cabin is very clean, and also something to mention, really important, the crew, so helpful. The service has really been very good to excellent. Now, as for the protocols and what it's like cruising now with Royal Caribbean, we did need to provide Royal Caribbean with negative COVID-19 test results. We actually did that in a virtual test this time, even though we're from Canada, we were able to do that. So that was something good. Now, when we did arrive at the cruise terminal, we were ready with masks just in case, but we did read that we didn't need them anymore. They were optional. So you didn't need to wear masks at the terminal. The crew, if I'm not mistaken, were wearing masks, but definitely something to note is that when you are on the cruise ship, masks are optional. There are some people that are wearing them, so if you feel more comfortable, that's absolutely fine. However, the majority of guests are not wearing masks on this ship, and the crew is all wearing masks at this time. And other than that, everything else seems very, very normal. Now, we've been told that on this cruise ship there are about 4,300 passengers. I'm not sure exactly what the percentage is for that, but this ship normally has a capacity of about 6,000 passengers. Okay, so now for the one very big, surprising disappointment. And I'm sharing this not to complain about this cruise in any way, but I'm really sharing it because I often do say that we need to expect the unexpected, especially during these times. And unfortunately, this is what's happened on this cruise. And I feel like by letting you know, it really is keeping it real. But I do want to know your opinion on this. What do you think? And is Royal Caribbean handling it the right way? So basically, this is what happened. We're on the Oasis of the Seas, and as you know, the entertainment is one of the biggest reasons that people book this class of ship. And if you had to guess, you would say probably it is for the Broadway style show and the Aqua Theater show. Well, on this cruise, we came to find out when we did do our cruise planner, when we got on the ship and we tried to book our different entertainment, we looked through, we were able to book the ice skating show, so that is something good. We were able to book Cats, if that's something that you like, that is something you're able to book. We were able to book a couple of comedians and another show called Phoenix. And as we were looking, we saw that the Aqua show was just not even on the list. When we did go over to guest services and ask about it, we were told that this ship doesn't have an Aqua show. Of course, that's not the case. We did speak to other people about it, and it does have an Aqua show, and unfortunately what we've been told is that unfortunately the Aqua show is not ready. When we inquired about it, we were told that there was a switchover of the performers, unfortunately, and because of the switchover, the show is not ready. And basically what we've been told is that there is a problem with basically the switching up of the performers. So the performers that were performing on the last cruise back in Florida a couple of weeks ago, they've gone home, they've switched over to new performers that unfortunately are not ready. So they just didn't have enough time between the time that they got on a few days ago and now when they are not ready for the show. And this is the part that, to be honest, that I am disappointed in. I know things happen, especially during these times, but this doesn't seem to be that somebody is ill. It does seem to be perhaps a planning problem, that they just didn't have enough time to actually make sure that this cast was ready to be able to perform. And I thought that in the past or on other cruise ships that what they usually did is that during that crossover time where the new performers were training and practicing, that the other performers from the last cruise would still be on. That's what I had heard before. So I am really surprised it's the Aqua 80 show that this whole cruise ship is missing. I know that passengers on the ship are very disappointed. We've spoken to many and we've heard people talking about it. And well, basically I'd like to know what you think. Now obviously we are still having a really good time. We're not going to let this ruin our vacation, but it was one of the main reasons that we booked this cruise ship. And I know that for other people, oftentimes the Aqua show is a main reason to book an Oasis class ship. So please let me know what you think. Is this just something that happens? Is this something that you'd be disappointed in? Please let me know your thoughts. Should Royal Caribbean be doing anything for the people that are on board this cruise ship? And if you're on this cruise ship on May 8th, I know I've seen a couple of comments under my videos asking about this. I don't know if this show is going to be going on May 8th. I'm assuming they're going to say it is going to be going on. I did watch the practice yesterday. They definitely didn't look ready yesterday, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be ready by 5 days from now. So in any case, please let me know what you think, and also let me know what questions you have about the Oasis of the Seas. I really have some great tips for you in terms of food, cabins, oh my gosh, and cabin organization. Those videos are all coming up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, and happy cruising.